California and Texas. We have two because the states are so big. So I cover East Texas. I have a counterpart in San Antonio who covers West Texas. But essentially, you know, we are representative military one source. We also have somebody in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands. So if you are down there, and we also have somebody that they cover the Maryland and DC area. So if you are near the capital, obviously you're not unfortunately considered a state, but we do have someone there that covers events and can come to meetings and all that kind of good stuff. So if you are not familiar with Military OneSource, it is a Department of Defense funded program that provides free resources, services to service members, their immediate family. We are website and call center based. So I'm gonna make some asterisks aside, special things to just take into consideration because it kind of gets confusing because although we focus mostly on active duty Guard Reserve, there is some ways for people that are no longer within the military to get access to a lot of great information. So the 800 number and the website are located at the bottom of the slide. So militaryonesource.mil, it is the military website. The 800 number, a live person always answers the phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, wherever you are in the world. So like Hannah said, we do have people that are stationed overseas. So on the website, there is OCONUS calling numbers available, so you can search the particular country you're in and see what number is there. We also have the TTY, TDD. I'm sorry if I'm getting those letters wrong. Ashley's shaking her head, so I think I did it right. For those who may be hard of hearing. We also do have a chat option. It's the same person that you would be talking to via instant message. You're just typing to them instead of talking to them on the phone. So kind of want to throw that out there. Again, it is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It is very device friendly, so you can access it from your cell phone, your tablet, your computer. They are trained professionals. If you technically fall outside the eligibility scope, which will be on the next slide, you can still call and get information, potential referral sources. You just may not, what we say, qualify for what we call our specialty consultations. So I just want to keep in mind there is some wiggle room, some leeway, and all that kind of stuff. So eligibility, as I said, we focus mostly on active duty Guard Reserve, regardless of activation status. So essentially the day a service member comes into the military until the day they separate, whether it's through retirement, separation, they're eligible for any of the specialty consultations that we have. And that also includes immediate family members. So we consider immediate family members anyone that is in DEERS. So essentially, usually it's spouse and children. Children eligibility ages are 21 if they're not a full-time student, 23 if they are. So essentially, I say TRICARE ages just for that delineation. We do not work with the Coast Guard unless they are activated with the Navy. So sometimes they do get orders to work with the Navy, or if they are going through if they're going through retirement. So they kind of fall under the retired or discharged honorably with up to 365 days of separation. So Coast Guard, if they're retiring, or any of the other branches, they have up to 365 days to use our services for specialty consultations. So this slide is just a quick snapshot of what we consider our specialty consultations. I'm not going to go through a lot of them. If you want some more information, I'm more than happy to kind of go dig a little bit deeper. But essentially, this slide is where being the active duty, and you could, when I say active duty, you still serving service member or within that 365-day window. So you could be a National Guardsman, a reservist, family, you just within that window. Some of these things like the peer support, those kind of have the wiggle room of being outside because of the transition thing. Transitioning veterans, like the Veteran Spouse Network, that program is for those within 1 year to getting ready to retire to 1 year out of retirement. And so it's kind of goal setting specifically geared towards the service member. A couple that I do want to point out though, they're newer ones. So if you are still within that eligibility window, the new Mill Parent program is geared towards either expectant parents or parents with children up to the age of 5. On the slide, it talks about personalized support for different things like self-care, sleep training, potty training. Maybe with the pandemic and your child's supposed to go to school for the first time, you are having some anxiety, they're having some anxiety. They can work through that with you as well. I'm gonna, hopefully I don't screw this up. I'm gonna post something in the chat box because this is, of course I can't, so I'll just wait till I'm done. But it's a brand new program that just launched last Monday. It is a collaboration with Sitter City. So through the website, creating a login to the website, Military One Source, you can get access to a free subscription to Sitter City to locate low cost, on demand, different childcare options. It lets you look at background checks and all that kind of stuff. You will still have to pay for the actual childcare, but the subscription gives you access to the website for free. Building healthy relationships. This has kind of been around for the last year or so, but it's never been on our little specialty consultation slide. But basically, there are a variety of tracks for different relationship dynamics. So there are personalized coaching sessions, educational tools, and it has, so the different tracks are building healthy relationships with your significant other, healthy parent-child connections, communication refreshers, staying connected while away, reconnecting after a deployment, and then blended family. So if you're a step parent, you have step kids, all that kind of good stuff. So you can use one, you can use all, there's no limitation. And then the transitioning veterans program is again geared towards those transitioning service members that are either getting ready to transition or they already have, helps them identify goals, navigate potential benefits, and prepare for being a civilian. And again, there's no limit to the session amounts for these programs. Non-medical counseling is the thing Military One Source is probably most known for. It's 12 sessions per person per issue. So again, this is one of those eligibility things, but the service member gets 12, the spouse gets 12, and all the kids, they are entitled to 12 sessions themselves as well. So on the slide, it gives a couple examples of what those topics could be. It's meant to be short term, but you can do 12 sessions on stress management, 12 sessions on parenting, 12 sessions on, marital things, but you have to get through one grouping of 12 sessions on one topic before you can move to the next one. We try and make it very easy to access. So telephone, online chat, secure live video session. Obviously, just like everybody else, our face-to-face options are currently suspended, but hopefully once we kind of get to a place where that can be reinstated, that will go back into effect. We do have financial counseling, so certified financial counselors. Some of them are certified financial planners. They can help with setting up a budget, fixing credit, managing their debt. They can talk to you about what to do with your money, but they can't tell you where to put it. So they can talk to you about investing, but they cannot advise you. Tax software. So our Military One Source website in and of itself is open to everybody. But if you create a login, you get additional access. And this is for anybody, regardless of whether you've been retired for 20 years, whether you're just a service provider, whether you're a cousin, a caregiver. You can actually, when you create a login, you can delineate what your connection is. So I have a login as a service provider for Military One Source, but you could sign up as a spouse, you could sign up as a service member, you can sign up as a member of the news media, however you create that login, it doesn't matter. But you get access to stuff like this. So you get access to the tax software that lets you file your state and federal taxes for absolutely free. The software is generally only available January through October, but we do have tax consultants that are available all year round to answer any kind of tax questions that you may have. They can walk you through filling out tax, but you're the person that does the preparation and filing. Language services. So we do have 3-way interpretive calling. So if a non-English speaking family member calls, they want to get some services and resources, they will do their best to bring on someone that speaks the language that the caller is speaking. to kind of just make everything a little bit more comfortable. Also, document translation. We have free document translation, like it says on the slide, birth certificates, marriage licenses, lease agreements. The only thing they will absolutely not translate is medical documentation, obviously because of HIPAA privacy concerns and things like that. But usually, as long as it's less than 17 pages, it's about a 3 to 5 business day turnaround. And it does come notarized that is a proper translation of the document. So I've worked with people that have used it to get spouses and DEERs, children and DEERs, if they're going through the naturalization process for citizenship. So a lot of great things that they can use that for. Our Spouse Education Career Opportunities Program is geared toward a spouse wherever they are in their career journey, starting a career, changing a careers. Maybe they need to change a career because, you know, the COVID situation, or now that they are a full-time caregiver and they need something that's a little bit more flexible. Maybe they need to go back to school for certification and licensing. There's a lot of great things available through the SECO program. The virtual spouse symposium happened back in April. Those recordings are available on the website as well. And they had people talking about being, you know, entrepreneurship, working in the nonprofit sector. So a lot of different things. Also, it's not on the slide, but the SECO program also hosts what's called MyStep. It's the Military Spouse Transition Program. You can just go on there and access, there's videos, chats that you could talk to, a lot of great informational things through that. Honestly, you can just go to Google and type in MyStep and military, and it should come up if you don't want to go through the website. So very easy to find. The Google is also your friend. We also work very closely with military caregiving support services, the military caregiver peer forums. We do not provide any healthcare services, but we do have information about services, potential benefits available for caregivers to kind of assist them in the role. We also work with a lot of great other organizations like Operation Family Caregiver, the VA Caregiver Support Program, and, you know, Veteran Spouse Network as well. This is my favorite thing to talk about, and this is where creating the login is vital. The MWR Digital Library hosts about 40-ish different resource libraries that has things like audiobook downloads, digital book downloads, Mango Languages, which is a language learning app. There's auto repair manuals, engine repair manuals, Teachables. So if you're being the new at-home teacher for your kids, has lesson plans, other printable things you can print off the website. EBSCO Learning Express has practice test study guides for a bunch of the major exams. So such GRE, SAT, nursing exams, civil service exams. There's military exams on there if you have a child that wants to take the ASVAB, and you get access to all that for absolutely free. And that's just a small portion of what's on there. I tell people, if you use nothing else about Military OneSource, although we're chock full of information, the digital library is the one place that you will find something that you can use. Creating that login is important though, because some of the resource libraries have a special access code or a link that you need to click to make sure you get that free access, and you don't get that unless you are logged into the website. Unfortunately, Military OneSource does not have our own individual app, but there's some applications that you can download and use. And also just a quick thing about products. So Mood Hacker is a scientifically tested and evidence-based application you can download. It helps you enter your activities, track your mood levels throughout the day, which ones, you know, boost your mood, which ones bring you down. It can remind you of new activities that you can try, offers you access to a library of activities that have been proven to increase happiness. Coach Hub is a little bit different from our health and wellness coaching in a few ways. Coach Hub, I compare it to like a MyFitbit, a MyFitnessPal. You can track your workouts, but you can also pick a coach that you can contact, and you can contact them online. You don't have to set up sessions. You can just email each other back and forth. It's a little bit more convenient. They can talk to you about fitness testing, nutrition, weight loss, stress reduction, all that kind of good stuff. Love Every Day is actually 21 days text messaging between partners. And it has little activities you do throughout the day. or each day. So what do you remember about our first date? Did you know facts that you can talk to each other about? And so 21 days, hopefully it'll become a habit, remind you how to talk to one another again. I joke it reminds you why you liked each other in the first place. And then chill drills, this is actually just to kind of highlight our products. We do have chill drills, which are MP3 players, which come with 6 pre-recorded songs, music. You can order it off the website, have it sent to you at home for absolutely free. Again, that's where having that login comes in. We do have lots of informational and promotional material that you can either print off the website or order and have sent to you at home, such as books, pamphlets, other things like that. So again, creating that login on the website is very beneficial. As it said on the very first slide, we fall under military, community, and family policy. So some of these are just other resources that are hosted through our website: American Forces Travel, EFMP&Me for Exceptional Family Member Program, Planning My Move and Planning My Deployment, the MySeco, military installation. So again, a lot of great information that you can access through there. We have newsletters and blogs that you can sign up for. The Military One Source main newsletter comes once a month. I actually just got mine today for September, so it usually comes the last couple days of the month. The Friends and Family Connection, the Exceptional Advocate was a special exceptional family member newsletter, and the Spouse Career Education one comes out quarterly. We are on all the forms of social media. Right now on Facebook, live every day from 11 to 12. Usually it's about a half hour, so it doesn't go the whole hour. They talk about a variety of different military life and culture topics that are relevant. So not necessarily military one source specific, but anything. For example, today they talked about troops to teachers and any transitioning service member that maybe want to become a teacher once they leave the military, and some things that, happen with that. So that's about it. Like I said, it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Check out the website. There's a lot of great information just on that, but definitely create a login if you want to access some of the other stuff. That is all I have for that. I'll stop the screen sharing. I do want to post some, oh, thank you, Hannah. I do want to post the link